conversation around the feminization of men today. The way that we're eating, like, is making us very unmanly because all processed foods are going to have some form of soybean oil, some form of, even if you're eating meat, they will add like some form of soybean meat in there. You're getting that in the diet, but also there's a lot of these what are called endocrine disruptors, which are like fake estrogen and plastic bottles and plastic wrappings on most of the food is sold in plastics. You know, most of the products that we use, they have things that are called phthalates, parabens, etc. All these things turn into fake estrogen in the body. And what that does is now you got a man who has this estrogen dominating in the body. And when that happens is you start to see the effects of it because most people don't understand. Hormones tell us what, not only our bodies what to do, but they can tell it what to look like, feel like. So ultimately, when you see a man who has issues with low testosterone, right? You're going to start to see balding, erectile dysfunction. You're going to start to see him lose muscle mass.
So
an inability to build muscle too.
Balding is a sign of lower testosterone levels.
Yeah, it could be a sign of low testosterone. Now, heredity sometimes plays a part.
Yeah.
But now we're seeing so many men with issues with losing their hair. And not just hair on their head, like body hair too. Since the 1980s, the testosterone in men has been decreasing at a rate of 1% every year. At least 40%, bro, since 1980.
Oh, wow.
So like in 1980, the average testosterone was 500. In the 1990s, it was 425. In the early 2000s, it was like 325. Now we're seeing, I literally heard this yesterday. Somebody was telling me about somebody that their son had a testosterone at 85. And it's really important to understand that that's going to change how you look too, bro. Like gynecomastia is the development of man boobs. For the vast majority, American food is banned in Europe. You get certain food companies here, if they decide to sell their food in Europe, they have to change the ingredient. That's why you have a Mexican Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
The ingredients, they won't allow high fructose corn syrup in their country. And so as a result, like a lot of men are not only losing their manhood, but they're also losing their ability to reproduce too. Because infertility is big now because that's another common effect of low testosterone, low sperm count. Pesticides are another issue because if you're eating processed food, you're eating pesticides. And the second most prevalent pesticide is atrazine. You probably heard the study where the male frog was converted into a female frog.
Yeah.
The men parts were disappearing. And that's the second most common pesticide in the US, which is banned in Europe. So they use 200 nanograms per deciliter to convert this frog into a female frog. What would you guess the limit is in America's drinking water? 3,000. Imagine that, bro. Like, that's allowed in the drinking water. Water that you get that comes out of your tap.
Let's say you don't consume it, but you wash your body. It still can get into your...
Yes. So whatever you put on this skin, your body is absorbing it. Thanks for watching this video, but be sure to check this next video out that's right here.